Hi guys, this is Creative Graphics. In today's tutorial, I'm going to be designing a church flyer with this trending 3D banner. So this has been trending for a while. So I'm going to be using this particular one. There are 4 of them, so they are available on FreePic. So I'm going to be sharing the link to the download in the description. So let's go to, so I'm going to be using this particular one for my design. So let's go to Photoshop and see how I create the design with it. So I'm going to be using the square size this time around. So I'm going to be using this as my background. I'm going to be using this as my background. I'm going to make it bold. So the white background also is going to be there. So the white background, I'm going to be using it as well. So this is okay for me. So the next thing is to mask it. Go to hue and saturation. So I turn everything to black and white and mask and clip it. So I'm only using this clip. I'm only clipping this. So the next thing is to create a kind of gradient to delete some parts. So I've masked this. So I'll go to gradient tool and I will drag it down. I will drag it down a little. So I want some upper parts. I want this upper part to reflect a little. So it's white to reflect at the top here. So, and I will create something like this. I'll create something like this. So and I'll fill it with red. But in order to make this more effective, so I'll go to, I will create a kind of a edge, a kind of tear edge. So I'll use Adobe Illustrator to create that. So I'll go to my Adobe Illustrator. So I'll be using Adobe Illustrator 2023. So I will draw the same shape here. I'll draw the same shape here. So I'll fill it with red. I'll fill it with BC1100. I'll fill it with this color. I'll go to File and change the color mode to this. So I'll change it to RGB. So BC1100. So this is the color I want. So I'll go to this brush definition. So I'm going to create a kind of brush edge on this. So I'll click this brush definition. I'll scroll down. I'll click this charcoal feather. So once I click this charcoal feather, I'll increase my stroke to 7. So I increase this thing to 7. So let me create a kind of extra color that I will be picking. So I've created this color with this roughen edge, this brush edge. So what I will do now is go to Object, Expand Appearance. So once I expand the appearance, both the stroke, I can now fill the stroke with color now. Then I will go to Window, Pathfinder. So once I go to Pathfinder, then I will click this Unite. So I will unite everything as one shape. Then I will click my color back. So this is my red I'm looking for. So this, I've created a kind of brush edge So I'll press Ctrl X. I'll go back to my Photoshop and replace it with this. I'll replace it with this. So I think I'm fine with this. This. So I'll have something like this. So the next thing is to bring the 3D badge. So what I will do is open my resources and double click this. So, and I will bring this object and the edit, these two. I'll bring the two. I'll bring it to my workspace. I'll reduce the size. So this is what I'll be using. I'll place it somewhere around here. So this is fine. So I'll be deleting this. I'll just create I want to edit it to my own taste. So I'll delete it. Okay, this is fine for me. So I'll go to text. I'll delete the group so that I can access all the text. Group only. So group only. So these are the text and this is the object itself. I'll be editing this for the flyer. So this, I'll change this to join us. I'll delete these discounts. So this I'll be using font called Oswald. So it takes a limited space. I'll be using Oswald medium. So I'll go to this character and change it to italic. I'll change it to false italic because the typeface I'm using doesn't have italic, so I'm using the false italic. So now I'll reduce the spacing between. So this is fine. Join us. This is fine. So I'll edit this too. Join us this Sunday so I'll edit this to Oswald Lights. I'll also apply italic to this and increase the size a little. And this is fine for me. So join us this Sunday for. So I'll also press Ctrl J and bring it here. This is my layer. So I'll press. So this I'll click this dot and go to blending. And I'll remove all this blending. So I'll also do the same thing for this. So this is fine. So join us. Ctrl J. We'll go to edit. Now right click. Duplicate layer. So I'll bring it here and type prophetic encounter. counter. So this font, you can see a minimal space here. So what you need to do is, I use a font called Basement. Basement expanded black. I'll turn it to fit into this place. I think this is fine. So I'm going to edit this too. I'm going to edit this to something like theme. 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 Let's fill the new dimension. In his presence. So all these are taking a lot of space, so I'm going to use Oswald. So Oswald is a compressed font. I'm going to use Oswald Light. So italic, and I'll reduce it here. So, and this, I'm going to make this medium, just to create that contrast in between the two. I think this is fine for me. This is fine. So these are italic already. So you just make sure everything is corresponding with that shape. So I think this is fine. So I can just group the two, Ctrl G. So this is fine with me. So let's add other resources. I'm going to add this light somewhere around here. Then change it to screen. This is fine. It's fine. So let's bring our image. I'm going to add this image here. Ctrl T. This is fine here. Let's say it's the minister in charge. So filter to pass lab adjust 5. So I'm going to be using crease position. So let's do some adjustments. Let's add a little bit of strength to detail. Maybe sharp a little, and it's okay. So now we're going to make this black and white. Go to hue and saturation and reduce the black. So it's affecting everything, just click it. So you just find out that it's affecting only this man here. So let's move forward and just check. Let me check this. Okay, make this 6. Okay, so I think this is fine. So let's add something like dove here. Ctrl T and flip it backward, flip horizontally, and bring this somewhere close to this place. And this is fine. So let's begin to add some other details. I'm going to add this so as to prevent space at the top. So bring it horizontal, rotate. So Ctrl-C. So have something like this. This is fine. So this is fine. So So this doesn't correspond with color. So I only want this red to be a prominent color in this design. So I'll go to hue and saturation. I'll reduce everything to black and white, clip it. So again, I will go to level adjustment. So this level adjustment is here. So I will adjust this. I'll make this around, I'll clip it and make this go around 60. So this is fine for 60. So I'll make this go to 0.8. So, and I'll leave this around around 185. So I'll just make it something white. So I'm looking at something white. So this is before the level, after the level adjustment. So I think this is fine. This is fine. I can adjust this a little. I adjust this. This is fine. So bring this down a little. So just a fictional design. Just a fictional design. So let's add the name. So let's say, so this is just the fictional design. So I'm just going to add the fictional name. Colbiac. So go for the mystery. So increase the size. Maybe this is fine. So this is fine. So let's add some call to actions like date and time. So I'm going to be creating something like this. This is just my own discretion. So again, Ctrl J again, something like this. So this will be at the bottom. So let's make it a stroke of white. Remove the fill. Increase it to 2. So let's add using fractal semi-bold. We'll change it to 6. So bring this down a little. We can just divide it with something like this. So we make this the same color with it. 5A, 5A. So let's make it the dash. And this is fine. Let's increase the stroke to 3. So I think this is fine. Can select everything. Put the switches at the center. To select this, the outer one, and reduce the opacity to 172. So I think this is fine. It's fine for me. G. This is fine for me. This is fine. So let's bring the church logo somewhere around here. That's the balance things somewhere around here. Fine. It's fine. So the next thing is, let's add the green to it. Go to pattern, the green. So I previously shared this on the last video. So just click OK. Go to vivid lights. You can see it's so much on the surface. So you change it to 4. Change it to 40. Let's change it to 40 and let's reduce the bit. So this is the final design. So let me know what you think in the comment section. Thank you.